You seen what I put while you was playing yesterday? I had this running back, right? He's a rookie. He played at Arizona State last year. This nigga was like a 68 when I got the team, but this nigga, the upgrade shit popped up I was telling you about, like the development shit. And the shit told me like, oh, you gotta get 100 yards, total yards in the game with him, or like 2 touchdowns. So I got the fucking 100 total yards, right? So it would tell you before, like you have to look on the things to do menu as soon as you go open the franchise. It would tell you right on top if you have one of those. And then so I upgraded this nigga. I got the 100 yards. They gave this nigga like 20,000 XP, and then they gave him what you call like a hidden development trait. So depending on how he balls for the next like 500 downs, it depends on what his development trait would be.
What?
But I took that nigga from a 68.
I need to learn all that shit.
From a 68 to a 75, nigga, because just for upgrading like that.
Yeah, I need to learn all that shit.
Fast. That boy's fast.
Not fast.
Oh, where was he when you got him? I just traded all my old niggas. I got rid of mad money. I just got rid of mad money. You put him on the block already? Oh, so next advance. Oh, you got an offer from the Colts? Oh, last week? Oh yeah, put him on the block, and if the computer teams offer you, you just accept it, cause ain't no user gonna trade for that nigga. You gotta accept what they're gonna give you. Fuck it. I just put Larry Fitzgerald to see if anybody will offer for him. Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah. I thought James Washington was. He was nasty in college, though. I don't know if you've seen him play in college. He was nasty. He won 2 straight wide receiver of the year awards. 2 of them joints. I'm gonna try to make this shit last as long as we can. Make it fun. Next matter, I'm about to do a money league. I don't know how much money. It probably won't be a lot, but. I've been trying to teach people as much as I can, but I only got so much time to do it. That's why I was just on the phone with Skeet. Yeah. I was just helping Ski with that same shit. Cause Ski hasn't played Madden in like 5 years, nigga, so. What time you playing Chris? I'm trying to advance this shit every day at least. I'm trying to advance it every day at least. Like within a 24-hour window every day, but it's kind of hard. That shit had me hot. But I was losing drunk. You lose sober too. I can't wait till we play this game. The next game. Oh, he about to play Shizzy too? Shizzy about to beat this thing by 100. Well, she played 2 games week 1 or no? Oh no, the other one was already played when you joined. I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. What'd you offer? I got cleats on my feet.
Jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. Tell your mama, and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world.
The more picks you have, the better, man. So the more picks you have, the better. The uploaded draft classes will be a force. I got 2 rookie corners.
Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0. Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle.
Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I was about to smoke tack, nigga. I went down.
Indian summer
tack.
Afternoon.
Nigga, I went down the first drive in like 4 plays, nigga.
Sports.
But me, like, being a dickhead that I am, nigga. I fucking. I'm celebrating running into the end zone. My nigga fumbles. So the rest of the game after that was just karma, nigga. Nothing went good after that. That shit was hilarious. I need a new controller, nigga. These shits are bad.
Hell yeah, my shit's fucked. I literally have to have 2 controls on me, bro.
Bro, you ain't said nothing but a word.
I have one for.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
When I go to the playlist, that shit's annoying. But my R2 button's also broken, nigga. But thank God it's not really in
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
I need a new control. It's bad. That shit was annoying. I can't even, like, pick my
that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Is that Gronk? Oh, you have Gronk?
Yeah, man.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Push him back. Push him back.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Wow. They'll get 3 as the drive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. 54. Come on.
On first down, Benjamin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Bro, my line is fucking
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Let's go, D. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On second and 9, Murray.
Oh!
That's going to be caught by
I hate this game!
Oh my gosh! She's a little bit late.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals need to change. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play fake. Murray.
Oh my damn, bro. This matter's a little different, bro. I feel like linebackers are different.
Yeah, they made it
to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Last year you could do it with some nigga that was 60 overall. You could do anything with him. As long as he was fast.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Fire out and create some space in the run game.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Try like not even halfway through it.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
This shit's hard as hell. And my shit's already lagging as is. This is crazy, dude.
Oh, no, you're worse than me. I be missing mine a little bit.
Auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Nah, but yesterday I was off by such like a tiny bit off that little dark blue circle, and my shit was bricking like OD. I said, is the wind ridiculous? Nope.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Oh, no, your shit's bad.
It's fucked up.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can manage too.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
The throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter.
He is so bad, bro.
6-0 our score after 1.
He's supposed to be fast. The nigga is slow as shit.
Well, the quarterbacks in this game don't run fast.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Benjamin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
You talking shit about other people, just go ahead.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more.
Yeah, it's under.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And they're all rookies.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because
he rifles one that's intercepted.
And why is he running the other direction?
Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
That's why Tyke said reset it, because you can't see shit. That's why Tyke said reset it, because you can't see shit. I thought it was like, no.
Throwing again, Murray.
Damn, nigga.
And his throw here is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. 7 ending. 5-4. Right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You
Yo,
gotta
my
push it
line is so
whenever you get an
bad,
opportunity.
bro.
You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, watch the leg.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Cut a speed boost.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop it by the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary. Playing
and this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
You gotta let me come back to the ball, bro. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, the pick flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
56 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Murray now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Really can't make one.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Murray now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Oh my!
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Murray keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yup.
What up?
I'm going my controllers. Fucking out. I'm not lagging out or anything, right? Yup.
It's just, I can't use that.
You can't use your control either?
Nah, it's just gonna take a delay of game. I'll decline it, bro. I don't know why I should do this.
You said what?
I said it's gonna take a delay of game. I'll just decline it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're gonna get a delay.
Shouldn't go down.
It's the first time this has ever happened to me.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, get away.
Here's Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
No way.
Whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole.
Who the other nigga? I might change.
Whole time holding everybody up. Might as well, bro.
Just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Marcus, watch my shit like it just started going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't even make adjustments on the plays.
Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Yeah, boy, turn up.
How the hell did that nigga have so much?
Carolina's 15.
I'm done, bro. I
Big-time
cannot
play
believe
there
that
by
shit.
the Cardinals. 62 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Cannot wait to draft a whole new line.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 5'9".
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far.
I can't kick,
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
80 feet in the air. Mad far. My player's still coming back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We'll have no other running backs. We probably only have 2 running backs.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
What? Yo, that was to my running back. Oh my! Nah, I'm tanking, bro. I'm tanking. Yes, bro. I can't do it with this line and this fucking.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long.
Yes,
the pass rush, the coverage,
every other
they've all been
bro.
excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
The computer won the first
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk. And
I was already thinking about it, honestly. I don't even.
This is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
I have one good player. I have one good player. That's why I can't trade anybody, bro.
Drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Who can I trade?
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense
Teddy
at all.
Bridgewater, we're going to want that nigga. He's garbage.
Attack him here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yo, I have no good linemen.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
No, nigga, I'm not playing the computer 30 times. Fuck that.
You got the big lead defensively.
Yeah,
really
now
that underneath stuff.
I wasn't like. This is why you work on your tackle.
I was not trying to
tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
That would have been a good
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater.
Running like that. You see him running the right?
His throw is incomplete. The tight end Lance Kendricks there. And it's 2nd down.
Yes.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Did you throw it to him?
The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Weird.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
It's always like that right in the beginning.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Now you can't even trade him.
From the 44, Bridgewater, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Good now.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
This nigga heard us talking about Matt. He's like, yeah, I'm a legend.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give me one CD.
Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this one complete to Reed. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive coming to football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Bridgewater on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
You got it back, too. I don't know why they played this bad, bro.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
And it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
57. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike's 57.
And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Bridgewater now. Forced out to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Broadcast is up. I'm about to put it on my TV.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston.